In a choppy bear market, would you prefer to swing trade, for example, US pairs like Sol USD near USD, or corresponding pairs, Bitcoin pairs, Sol BTC near BTC? Great question. And it's always better to trade crypto for crypto so you don't get the kind of loss of exchange, loss of value in between going from, say, a crypto to a dollar back to a crypto. So let's look at some examples of how I like to look at the markets in pair trade. First of all, crypto to crypto, pairs are always best. This is Bitcoin to ETH. You can see here I've drawn in a very clear floor of 11.6. That's the number of ETH per Bitcoin. Anytime you see that, that is a good time to jump in. Then the corollary is also true. When there's a lot of ETH per Bitcoin, then you need to unravel that Bitcoin position and go back into ETH. That's one example. And I'll show you a whole bunch more as well, because there's a lot of talk around this. And a lot of people sometimes don't look at the pairs when they think about assets, but it's critical. Everything is valued against everything. You can't look at an asset in isolation. Let's look at Near versus Bitcoin, not one that I trade, but you did ask, but I did map out for you how you could actually play this trade. So again, the typical rule of thumb is you short tokens that are overbought at tops, and you go long ones that are oversold. So here, this is the Near Bitcoin pair, and you can see the buy red arrow in the bottom left-hand corner. By the way, the green is the 50-day moving average, and the red is the 200-day moving average line. Also, coincidentally, I'll zoom out for a second, every time it's under the 50-day, that's a little bit of a simple buy signal. Use that to confirm your trade as well. Then it runs up to the top, and look at this. You can't make this stuff up. And I put this chart together without actually realizing it, but it helped you pinpoint perfectly where to place your sell levels at the 200-day moving average. And it hit it not once, but twice. Boom, boom. Sometimes I like to double tap into stuff and double tap out as well. And then you have your second buy at the bottom level, and then up to the 200-day moving average. It's like it's bouncing in this range. Now we smashed through the 50-day down at the bottom. It looks like it's found some type of intermediate level of support here that it's had since July or so. So that's Near Bitcoin. But this is great stuff. And again, it works for everything as well. You can swap between assets. We'll talk about AMD and NVIDIA as well in a little while and how you can play those too. Let's look at this one, Sol versus Cardano. I did a video yesterday. I know Solana had an outage for 2 hours on the 30th of September, but I just want to put things in perspective here. This is another pair that I look at a lot. So if you look at April 2021, the first time I started talking about Solana, incidentally, to today, to December, sorry, you would at December 2021, just in that small 7-8 month window, the pair went up 1,440%. That is Solana divided by Cardano. Back in April 2021, it was 10 Cardano for every Sol. Then it shot up to 146. Then it tanked down because it went on this crazy, crazy run. And if you look at the history of time from April 2021 to today, it's still up 700% in a year and a half. And also, if you bought at the very top, you would have lost 47% on this particular pair trade. And over the last 27 days, the pair has gone up 23% despite the asset. So always think in terms of how many do I get? How many ETH do I get per Bitcoin? How many Cardano do I need for every Sol? How many Near for every who knows what down the line? But there as well, I also included the floor of 63 Cardano per Sol. And that seems to be a new floor basis as well. Again, once you start thinking in terms of these terms, it becomes real easy to actually pair trade. And again, crypto to crypto, if you can. And there are a lot of exchanges that have pretty much every pair, but sometimes you got to go to decentralized exchanges to do this as well. Let's look at one more. This is Solana Bitcoin strategy. Here, again, real simple. Trade under the 50-day moving average. Again, that's the green line here. And it tells you whenever you get under that green line, it's typically a good time to enter and get out on the pop and then gap back in. But make sure you got the tools to do this to be very successful. So thank you so much for your question.